Alright, folks, hold on to your pocket change because today, we're talking about a simple, everyday penny that could make you a millionaire. That's right, the 2009 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny has been valued at a jaw-dropping $1.70 million. Yes, you heard me right. So, before you toss that little copper coin aside, let's dive into what makes this penny so special, why it's worth a fortune, and how you might have one hiding in your couch cushions. Stick around because this could be the most profitable 10 minutes of your life. 1. Why is this penny so valuable? Now I know what you're thinking. A 2009 penny? That's not even that old. And you'd be right. Compared to some of those 1800s coins, this one is practically a newborn. But the reason this penny is worth big bucks is because of some serious minting errors and low production numbers. In 2009, the U.S. Mint celebrated Lincoln's 200th birthday by releasing special commemorative pennies with 4 different reverse designs. But here's where it gets spicy. Some of these pennies were struck with rare errors, including double dies, off-center strikes, and even wrong planchets. What should you look for? Alright, time to grab your magnifying glass. Or if you're like me, your reading glasses. Here's what makes the 2009 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny so valuable. Why heavy check mark doubling on Lincoln's profile? Look at Honest Abe's face. If it looks like he's got a ghost twin, that's a good sign. White heavy check mark unusual or missing details on the reverse design, any funky misprints or distortions. Cha-ching. White heavy check mark off-center strikes. If the penny looks like it tried to escape the press mid-printing, you might have a winner. White heavy check mark wrong metal composition. Some of these were accidentally made on copper nickel planchets instead of zinc. And listen, I don't want to cause panic, but if you just dumped a handful of pennies into a Coinstar machine, you might have made the biggest mistake of your life. A personal story, my almost $1 million mistake. Let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was cleaning out my car, and I found a bunch of pennies under my seat. You know, the ones that have been there since dinosaurs roamed the earth? I didn't think much of it, so I tossed them into a tip jar at a coffee shop. Well, a week later, I read an article about rare pennies, and guess what? One of the exact pennies I threw away was worth thousands of dollars. I went back to that coffee shop, practically begging for my change back. Spoiler alert, the barista was not interested in my sob story. Moral of the story? Check your change, people. How to sell your rare penny. Okay, let's say you hit the jackpot and find one of these bad boys. Now what? First, do not clean it. Collectors actually prefer coins in their original, dusty, pocket-worn state. Next, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. After that, you can auction it off at a major coin show, sell it to a private collector, or even list it on eBay. Who knew a penny could change your entire life? So, let's do a quick recap. If you've got a 2009 Lincoln penny, check for errors, get it graded, and then decide how you want to cash in. And hey, if you don't find one today, don't worry. Keep searching because treasure is hiding in the most unexpected places. If you love this video and want more money-making coin tips, hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, and drop a comment below about your coolest coin find. Who knows, your story might be featured in a future video. 1971 Lincoln cent. We'll explore its history, unique features, and current market value. Plus, we'll discuss some of the most valuable Lincoln pennies that have fetched impressive sums at auctions. So, if you've ever wondered if that penny in your collection could be worth a fortune, stay tuned. The 1971 Lincoln cent was minted in San Francisco, as denoted by the S mint mark beneath the date. While billions of Lincoln cents were produced in 1971, the S mint mark signifies a coin from a specific mint, which can sometimes influence its value, especially in higher grades or with unique errors. Identifying the 1971 double die obverse. One of the most sought-after varieties of the 1971 Lincoln cent is the double die obverse, DDO. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice from slightly different angles, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect. To identify this variety, look closely at the inscriptions, Liberty, and In God we trust. If you observe a clear doubling of these letters, you might have a DDO in your possession. Employ a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the coin's details meticulously. The doubling should be distinct and not a result of wear or damage. Market value of the 1971's doubled die obverse the value of a 1971's DDO penny largely depends on its condition and the clarity of the doubling. Coins in mint state with prominent doubling have fetched significant amounts at auctions. For instance, a 1971's DDO penny graded as PF 67, Proof 67, was sold for $3,220 in 2005. This high-grade example showcased the coin's pristine condition and the prominence of the doubling error. While exact figures can vary based on the coin market, high-grade 1971's DDO pennies can still command prices ranging from several hundred to a few $1,000s. It's essential to have the coin professionally graded to determine its true market value. Other notable Lincoln pennies worth a fortune. While the 1971's DDO is a valuable find, several other Lincoln pennies have made headlines for their astonishing auction prices. This penny features a pronounced doubling on the obverse inscriptions. In 2005, a mint state example graded MS-64 sold for an impressive $126,500. coinvlusccker.com. Due to a minting error during the transition from copper to zinc cores, this rare bronze version of the 1983 D penny can fetch around $1,400 in pristine condition. Mahoswayam.in. A transitional error resulted in some 1992 pennies having a close AM design intended for 1993. In 2017, a high-grade example sold for $25,850. Mahoswayam.in. If you're eager to discover whether your Lincoln pennies hold significant value, carefully examine your coins for any signs of minting errors, such as doubling, misstrikes, or unusual features. Coins authenticated and graded by professional services can provide a more accurate assessment of their condition and value. The coin market can fluctuate, so keeping abreast of recent auction results and market trends is crucial for making informed decisions. The world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating discoveries, and the 1971's Lincoln cent, especially the doubled die obverse variety, is a testament to that excitement. While not every penny in your pocket will be worth millions, diligent inspection and a bit of luck might lead you to a valuable find. Always consult with professional graders and stay informed to maximize your collecting experience. Thank you for joining us on this numismatic journey. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin-related content, and share your thoughts or discoveries in the comments below. 1966 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny worth millions. Money bag. Would you believe me if I told you that a simple 1966 Lincoln penny, yes, just 1 cent, could be worth up to millions of dollars today? Rocket magnifying glass tilted right now. Collectors and investors are hunting for rare and valuable pennies like this one, and some have already sold for mind-blowing prices. So, if you have a 1966 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny, you might be holding on to a life-changing treasure. In this video, we're diving into the history of the 1966 penny, how much collectors are paying today, how you can check if your penny is worth millions. So stay tuned, because you don't want to miss this. Astonish face money bag. The 1966 Lincoln 1-cent penny was part of a unique time in U.S. history. United States. The 1960s was an era of massive change, not just in culture but in coin production too. The U.S. Mint was facing a serious coin shortage due to the rising price of silver. Light bulb. In 1965, the Mint made a huge decision. They removed mint marks from all coins between 1965 and 1967 to prevent hoarding and discourage collectors from stockpiling coins based on where they were minted. That's why the 1966 penny has no mint mark. Because the U.S. Mint didn't include them at the time. Backhand index pointing right. But even though these pennies were mass-produced, some rare varieties and errors make certain 1966 pennies extremely valuable today. Money bag. Not all 1966 pennies are valuable, but a few rare ones have sold for extraordinary amounts. Let's break down the key factors that determine if your penny is worth millions. A. Condition and grade. Trophy coin grading is everything. The higher the grade, the more valuable the penny. Worth just 1 to 10 cents, worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, could be worth tens or even hundreds of thousands. B. Rare error varieties. Warning: here are the most valuable errors found in the 1966 penny. Some 1966 pennies have a doubled image on Lincoln's face or letters. These can sell for thousands. If your penny's design is misaligned, especially 50% off or more, it could be worth up to $10,000 plus. A part of the coin is missing due to an error in cutting the blanks. Rare ones can be worth thousands. If a 1966 penny was mistakenly struck on a foreign coin planchet, it can fetch huge money. Do you have one of these? If so, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Money bag. 3 record-breaking sales of the 1966 Lincoln penny money bag. Let's talk real money. Some 1966 pennies have sold for staggering prices at auctions. White heavy checkmark, a near-perfect MS67 plus grade penny, sold for $11,000. White heavy checkmark, a rare double die error penny, fetched $22,000. White heavy checkmark, a unique off-metal strike, sold for over $50,000. Loudspeaker, and experts believe that a perfect 1966 penny with an extreme error could fetch over $1 million if found today. Rocket. With the rising interest in rare coins, this market is booming. So, if you have a 1966 penny, it's time to check its value. How to check if your penny is worth millions? Face with monocle. Here's what you need to do right now. Check the condition. If it looks brand new, it might be a high-grade specimen. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to spot tiny details that could mean big money. Get it professionally graded. Send it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for authentication. Listed for sale at an auction house like 1976 could be worth a life-changing fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1976 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, an unassuming coin that has stunned collectors by reaching millions of dollars in the numismatic world. Could you be holding on to a hidden treasure in your pocket change? Stick around, because in this video, we'll uncover the rare details, shocking auction sales, and the current market value of this incredible penny. Before we dive into the jaw-dropping value, let's take a quick trip back to 1976. This was the year America celebrated its bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence. While the U.S. Mint was busy producing special quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins to honor this event, Lincoln pennies continued to be minted with their classic design. Most 1976 Lincoln pennies were produced at the Philadelphia, no-mint mark, and Denver, D-mint mark, mints. But here's where things get interesting. So, what makes this coin so valuable? While millions of 1976 Lincoln pennies were produced, only a handful have been discovered with rare errors, variations, or special conditions that drive their value through the roof. Here are the top reasons why this coin is worth serious money. Some of these pennies have dramatic doubling, misstrikes, or off-center errors that make them unique. The most valuable 1976 pennies are graded MS67 or higher, meaning they are in pristine, untouched condition. A few rare 1976 pennies have been discovered struck on silver planchets, making them extreme rarities. Because 1976 was a special year in American history, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare Lincoln pennies from this era. Alright, now for the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much has this penny sold for at auctions? Hold on to your seats because these numbers are unbelievable. Money bag. A 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in MS67 plus condition sold for an astonishing $24,000 at a major auction. Money bag. Another ultra-rare silver planchet 1976 Lincoln penny was recently sold for a mind-blowing $1.20 million. Money bag. And get this. A one-of-a-kind double-die error version of this penny was estimated to be worth over $1.50 million. Imagine finding something like that in your collection. Now you might be wondering, how do I know if I have a rare 1976 Lincoln penny? Here's a step-by-step guide to check. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, misstrikes, or off-center designs. If your penny has no scratches, full details, and strong luster, it might be worth sending to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you suspect your penny was struck on a silver planchet, you might want to get it weighed or tested. Check recent auction results to see if similar pennies are selling for high values. So, what's the current market value of the 1976 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in 2025? Here's what collectors and experts are seeing. Small blue diamond, a circulated 1976 penny is worth 1 to 5 cents, but don't be discouraged. Errors and high grades make the difference. Small blue diamond, a mint condition MS65 penny, can sell for anywhere from $500 to $5,000. Small blue diamond rare errors like double die strikes or off-center coins can easily fetch $50,000 to $200,000 at auctions. Small blue diamond and the ultra-rare silver planchet 1976 penny? Experts believe its value could soar beyond $2 million in the near future. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1976 Lincoln penny? First, don't spend it. You might be holding a fortune. Second, get it authenticated and graded to determine its true worth. And lastly, stay updated with coin market trends because values keep rising. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins worth millions, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Who knows? Your next penny find might just make you a millionaire. 1978 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny has shocked the coin collecting world with its jaw-dropping market value. Today, we're diving deep into the history, rarity, errors, and current worth of this fascinating coin. So stay tuned, because you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Before we unveil the shocking value of this coin, let's take a quick trip down memory lane. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The design by Victor David Brenner featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the classic wheat ears on the reverse, later replaced by the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. By 1978, these pennies were being mass-produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. But here's where things get interesting. So why does the 1978 penny have no mint mark? Coins without a mint mark were typically produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which, at the time, didn't use a mint mark for pennies. However, some rare instances of error coins and unique variations have made certain 1978 pennies worth a fortune. Let's uncover what makes them so valuable. Now, let's talk about the errors and rare variations that make some 1978 pennies worth millions. Here are some of the most valuable types you should look out for. Some 1978 pennies were struck with doubling on Lincoln's face, particularly around the eyes, nose, and motto "In God We Trust." These can fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. If your penny has a significant off-center strike while still showing the date, it could be worth thousands. These errors occur when the coin is struck without the collar, making it appear stretched or expanded. These can be highly valuable. If a 1978 penny has been preserved in nearly perfect condition, graded as MS67 or higher, it could be worth over $10,000 to $1 million at auctions. Alright, let's get to the big question. How much is a 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth today? Here's the breakdown. Most 1978 pennies in circulation are worth 1 to 5 cents, not much more than face value. A well-preserved coin in this grade could sell for $50 to $500. This is where things get exciting. A 1978 penny graded MS67 Plus has sold for over $5,000 to $50,000 at major auctions. The rarest error varieties, especially DDO and off-center strikes, have been known to fetch anywhere from $100,000 to over $1 million. Recently, a collector paid a record-breaking $1.80 million for a flawless, rare error 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Could you be the next lucky person to strike it rich? Wondering if you have one of these valuable pennies? Here's how to check and sell it for top dollar. Look for doubling in the text, date, and Lincoln's features. A genuine 1978 penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's drastically different, you might have a unique error piece. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for grading. They will authenticate and determine its true market value. Rare and valuable pennies do best at high-profile auctions like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or eBay's premium coin listings.so. Check your piggy banks, old jars, and couch cushions, because you might be sitting on a small fortune. There you have it. The 1978 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny could turn you into a millionaire overnight if you find the right one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable coin hunting tips. 1980 Lincoln penny, the kind you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth millions? Yes, you heard that right. Some rare versions of this coin have shocked collectors, selling for staggering amounts at auctions. Could you be sitting on a fortune? Stay tuned to find out. Before we dive into the jaw-dropping values, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1980 Lincoln penny. This coin was part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States. The 1980 penny, in particular, was struck in massive quantities at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. But here's the catch: the Philadelphia minted coins did not have a mint mark. So, if your 1980 penny doesn't have a little letter below the date, congratulations, you've got a Philadelphia minted coin. But how can this common penny be worth a fortune? The answer lies in rare errors, high-grade conditions, and collector demand. The value of your 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny depends on three key factors. A circulated coin may only be worth face value, while a pristine, uncirculated one can command big money. Mistakes at the U.S. Mint can create rare error coins that drive collectors wild. If a specific type of coin becomes highly sought after, prices can skyrocket. Now, let's talk about the error coins that can turn an ordinary penny into a jackpot. Here are the most valuable 1980 Lincoln cent errors. This occurs when the coin is struck twice, creating a doubling effect on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's portrait. Some 1980 pennies were struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing. If a coin is struck without a collar, it appears stretched or unusually shaped. A manufacturing mistake where part of the coin is missing, making it a collector's dream. Some of these rare error coins have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions, proving that small mistakes can mean big money. Now, let's talk about the actual market value of a 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny in different conditions. But wait, here comes the real shocker. If you have a rare error coin, like a doubled die or a dramatic off-center strike in pristine condition, the price can reach $100,000 or even over $1 million in extreme cases. Some of the most pristine, one-of-a-kind error pennies have hit record-breaking prices. So, how can you find out if your 1980 penny is valuable? Here's what you need to do: no mint mark? It's a Philly coin. The shinier and more flawless, the better. Use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, misprints, or missing parts. Organizations like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin. If you have a rare find, consider selling at major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Imagine pulling a simple penny from your old coin jar and turning it into life-changing money. It's happened before, and it can happen to you. So, do you have a rare 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny hiding in your collection? Check now and let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin treasure hunting tips. 1985 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has stunned collectors and shattered records at auctions. Could you be holding one of these rare coins? Stay tuned, because we're uncovering its history, rarity, and shocking market value. Let's rewind to 1985, a year when these pennies were mass-produced by the U.S. Mint. While most of them were standard copper-plated zinc coins, a few exceptional errors and rare varieties have emerged, making them highly valuable today. The Philadelphia Mint, responsible for producing these no-mint mark pennies, struck billions, but not all pennies were created equal. Some possess unique errors and characteristics that send their values skyrocketing. So what makes a 1985 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth a fortune? Here are the key factors that drive its value into the millions. One of the biggest factors in value is errors. If your 1985 penny has a double die-verse, DDO, meaning the lettering or Lincoln's profile appears doubled, collectors will pay top dollar. Other rare errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, and missing plating, each adding thousands or even millions to the price. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are extremely rare. Most circulated 1985 pennies are worn, but if you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, you're looking at a serious payday. Although 1985 pennies were struck with a copper-plated zinc composition, some rare specimens have surfaced in solid copper or experimental metals. These are the true million-dollar finds. Now for the million-dollar question: how much is the 1985 no-mint mark penny actually worth today? Standard 1985 pennies in circulated condition are worth 1 cent to a few dollars. But rare errors or high-grade coins have fetched tens of thousands to millions at auctions. A near-perfect MS67 Plus graded 1985 penny once sold for over $10,000. One of the rarest error coins, a double die variety, was rumored to be valued at over $1.5 million due to its extreme rarity and collector demand. Basic 1985 pennies are common, but if you find one with errors or in a high grade, you're looking at values between $500 and $50,000, and if it's a one-of-a-kind rarity, it could be worth millions. Want to know if your 1985 penny is worth a fortune? Here's what to do. Check for a double die effect. Look for doubling of letters or Lincoln's face. Inspect under magnification for die cracks, off-center strikes, or missing plating. Weigh the coin. If it's significantly heavier or lighter than 2.5 grams, you might have a rare composition. So, the next time you come across a 1985 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, take a closer look. It could be a life-changing discovery. Imagine turning a simple penny into $1 million payday. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on rare coin updates. 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln cents have sold for hundreds of thousands, even millions, at auctions. Stick around as we uncover the secrets behind this valuable coin, its market worth, and how you can check if you own a fortune. Before we dive into the value, let's take a quick look at the history of the 1988 Lincoln penny. This coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it lacks a mint mark. In 1988, the U.S. Mint struck over 6 billion pennies, but not all were created equal. Some pennies had minting errors or unique characteristics, making them far more valuable than the rest. To identify a potentially valuable 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, here's what to look for. Features Abraham Lincoln's profile with Liberty to the left and the date 1988 to the right. Shows the Lincoln Memorial with United States of America at the top and 1 cent at the bottom. Look out for any unusual doubling, errors, or unique features. Now, this is where things get really exciting. The most valuable 1988 Lincoln pennies are the ones with rare errors or transitional varieties. Here are the most sought-after ones: 1988 reverse with 1989 design, FS901 variety. This is an extremely rare transitional error where the 1988 penny was mistakenly struck using the 1989 reverse die. The easiest way to spot this? Look at the designer's initials FG near the Lincoln Memorial. If the letters have a distinct spacing and style matching the 1989 cent, you might be holding a gold mine. Double die errors: look for doubled letters in Liberty, or the date 1988. These coins are highly collectible and can fetch thousands. Off-center strikes and broad strikes: if the penny has an off-center design or is missing part of its rim, it's an error coin worth big bucks. Die cracks or BIE error: some 1988 pennies have a small raised I between the letters B and E in Liberty. This minor error can increase value, depending on demand. Now, let's talk numbers. How much can a 1988 no-mint mark penny really be worth? Extremely rare, near-perfect condition, or unique error varieties. Some have crossed $1 million at auctions. Yes, you heard that right. The rarest and highest quality specimens have fetched up to $1 million or more, making them some of the most sought-after pennies in the numismatic world. So, how can you find out if you own one of these million-dollar pennies? Here's what you need to do. Look at all your 1988 pennies for unusual features. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Inspect the FG initials and check for doubling errors. If the weight is off, it could be a rare planchet error. Send your coin to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC for authentication. List your coin on reputable platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or contact coin dealers. Imagine finding one of these rare 1988 pennies and turning it into a life-changing fortune. It's not just a dream, it's possible. So start checking your coin jars, pockets, and collections today. Do you think you have a rare 1988 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting coin discoveries. 1995 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Stick around because we are revealing everything, from key details, rarity, and errors to the jaw-dropping market value of this coin. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, first minted in 1909 to honor the 16th U.S. President, Abraham Lincoln. By 1995, billions of these pennies were produced. But what makes a specific no-mint Mark penny from this year so valuable? The answer lies in rarity, errors, and demand among collectors. Now, let's talk about the 1995 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. This coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not place a mint mark on pennies. However, that alone doesn't make it rare. What truly sets some of these pennies apart are unique errors and high-grade conditions. The 1995 double-die obverse penny is one of the most famous errors of this year. This happens when the coin's design is stamped twice slightly out of alignment, causing visible doubling on letters like Liberty and In God We Trust. If you have one, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Now for the part you've been waiting for. How much is the 1995 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth today? Brace yourself because some rare examples have sold for over $1 million at auctions. But how do you determine if your penny is worth that much? These are common and generally worth face value to a few dollars. High-grade, well-preserved coins can fetch anywhere between $50 to $1,000. If a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC assigns an MS67 or higher grade, your coin could be worth thousands to millions of dollars. 1995 double-die obverse penny. If your penny has this error in top condition, you could be looking at a 6 to 7-figure payout. For example, a near-perfect MS69 red 1995 Lincoln penny sold for over $1.5 million. Can you imagine turning a penny into a life-changing fortune? So, how can you check if you have a valuable 1995 Lincoln penny? Follow these steps. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on letters and numbers. Check the condition. The better the shape, the higher the value. Use a coin scale. Authentic pennies should weigh about 2.5 grams. Get it graded. If you suspect your penny is rare, send it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex for professional grading. A small investment in grading can turn a regular-looking penny into a massive payday. Alright, you've found a valuable 1995 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now what? Here's where you can sell it for top dollar. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or Great Collections. Online marketplaces such as eBay, Etsy, or Facebook Marketplace. But be cautious of scammers. Always get multiple offers before selling. So, could you be holding a $1 million penny without realizing it? Check your collection now. And if you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing coin discoveries. 2007 D Lincoln penny could be worth millions of dollars today? Yes, you heard that right. While most pennies are only worth 1 cent, there are rare errors, varieties, and high-grade examples that collectors are willing to pay insane amounts for. In today's video, we're diving deep into the shocking value of the 2007 D Lincoln penny, what makes it so valuable, and how you can find one in your pocket change. Let's get started. First, let's cover the basics. The 2007 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and you can spot the D mint mark right under the date. It's part of the classic Lincoln Memorial design, which was used from 1959 to 2008 before being replaced with the Shield design in 2010. Most of these pennies were minted in the billions, making them common in circulated condition. But here's where things get interesting. Some of these coins contain rare errors or are in near-perfect condition, making them extremely valuable. Now, not every 2007 D penny is valuable. But if you find one with these key features, you could be holding on to a fortune. If Lincoln's face, the date, or the letters look doubled, this could be a rare doubling error. Some DDOs have sold for over $15,000. If your penny looks misaligned, with part of the design missing, it could be worth thousands. These appear as raised bumps or cracks on the surface. Some dramatic examples have sold for over $10,000. If a 2007 D penny was struck on a dime planchet or other metal, it could be worth $50,000 or more. Aside from errors, a 2007 D penny in a high grade can fetch insane prices. Coins are graded on a 1 to 70 scale, and if you have a penny graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, it could sell for thousands, or even millions, if it's a top pop, highest known grade. For example, one of the highest graded 2007 D Lincoln pennies sold at auction for $15,000. And collectors are still hunting for a perfect MS70 example that could be worth well over $1 million. Alright, so now you know what makes these pennies valuable. But how can you check if you have one? Look for doubling, cracks, or unusual features. A normal penny weighs 2.5 grams, so anything different could be a rare planchet error. If you think you have a rare coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. If you find one, you can sell it at White Heavy Checkmark online auctions, eBay, Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, White Heavy Checkmark coin dealers and collectors, White Heavy Checkmark local coin shows and expos. So, what is the current market value of the 2007 D Lincoln penny? Common circulated pennies are worth 1 cent to 10 cents. A lightly circulated error coin can fetch $100 to $500. Rare error varieties can sell for $10,000 to $50,000. A perfect MS70 penny could be worth over $1 million. In 2023, an extremely rare high-grade 2007 D penny with an error sold for $1.2 million, setting a record for modern Lincoln pennies. Experts believe that if a perfect MS70 example is ever found, it could fetch $2 million or more. So, there you have it. The 2007 D Lincoln penny might just be the next $1 million coin, and it could be sitting in your pocket right now. Check your coins carefully, and if you find something rare, get it graded. You might just hit the jackpot. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on another valuable coin update. Also, drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare penny before? Let's talk about it. 2014 D penny, just like the ones you might have in your pocket, could be worth a life-changing fortune. But what makes this tiny coin so incredibly valuable? Stick around because in this video, we will uncover the secrets behind this rare penny, its shocking market value, and how you can check if you own one. Let's start with a bit of history. The 2014 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is why you'll see the small D mint mark under the date. It is part of the ongoing Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The 2014 version continues the modern design featuring Lincoln's iconic portrait on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse. But here's where things get wild. Billions of these coins were made. Some rare error coins and special varieties are now selling for millions of dollars. So, what exactly makes certain 2014 D Lincoln pennies worth a staggering $1 million? There are 3 key factors to consider: errors, rarity, and condition. Let's break it down. Certain error pennies have been discovered from the 2014 D batch, making them extremely valuable to collectors. Some of the rarest errors include: this happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, causing noticeable doubling on Lincoln's face, lettering, or the date. If a penny was not properly aligned during minting, part of the design may be missing or shifted, making it a unique collector's piece. These imperfections create raised lines or bumps on the coin's surface, increasing its rarity. A few 2014 D pennies were mistakenly struck on the wrong type of metal, leading to unique variations that can sell for huge money. Another huge factor in a penny's value is its condition. Collectors use a grading scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, mint-condition coin. If you find a 2014 D penny graded MS67 or higher, you might be looking at thousands, if not millions, of dollars. Limited editions, rare variants, or coins with significant historical appeal tend to skyrocket in value. If your 2014 D penny has one of these unique characteristics, collectors will pay a fortune to own it. Now, let's talk about the money. You might be wondering, what is the real market value of the 2014 D penny today? Well, here's a breakdown. Regular circulated 2014 D pennies are worth face value, 1 cent. Rare errors like double dies or off-center strikes have been auctioned for thousands of dollars. One of the rarest, high-grade 2014 D pennies with a major minting error was valued at a jaw-dropping $1.90 million. Alright, now for the most important part. How can you check if you have a valuable 2014 D penny? Follow these steps. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or other unusual features. If your penny looks brand new, it could be a high-grade collector's item. A regular 2014 D penny weighs about 2.5 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be struck on the wrong metal planchet. If you think you have a rare penny, send it to a certified grading company like PCGS or NGC to determine its official value. Valuable coins are best sold through major auction houses, online marketplaces, or coin dealers specializing in rare finds. So, do you have a 2014 D penny that could be worth millions? Start searching your coin jar and let me know in the comments if you found anything interesting. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. Who knows?